Alright guys, welcome. Got a new game for you today. Dragon City. It's a pretty addicting game, really. I didn't think much of it at first, before I really played it. My son downloaded it. Weston just kind of brought it to me and was like, what do I do? And so I kind of got into it and started doing some things for him. And before long, it became my game. He kind of lost interest, and because there's a lot of work involved, and um, it's kind of a gotta catch 'em all type of game. Like, you start out with a fire dragon, and you get other dragons along the way as you gain levels, and as you fight other dragons and things like that. And you can compete in contests. So there's a lot of PvP and competitive type of things that go on in this game all the time. I think there are 400 leagues, and it's not like a league system like I would think of it. Um, it's kind of like you fight a certain number of randomly chosen opponents. They're randomly chosen, but they're close to your level, and it gets more and more difficult as you go. A league would consist of how many ever um, opponents you have to have, and then you get like a reward of 3 gems or something for each completed league. So there are 400. I'll just show you here what I mean. So you go to leagues here. You see I've got 8 people in each league, which is the way it gets. As you progress, it gets to be more and more people you have to beat. So when you beat them all, you get 3 gems, and you move on to the next league. And you can see at the top, I'm in League 12 of 400. So long ways to go yet on that. But actually got my combat meter filled, so in just a second I'm going to show you guys what fighting actually looks like on here. And there is some strategy to it too, so it's pretty fun. It's kind of simple, but it's pretty fun still. They set it up in a good way as far as that goes. Um, this is one of those games, it can get kind of annoying sometimes because they like really push, buying these packages and gems and food and gold on you a lot. But I mean, if you can look past that, it is a really fun game. And I haven't bought anything on here, and you can see I've got a pretty big uh, dragon village going. Dragon City, I guess. But I've got a ton of different dragons, and you get new dragons, like I said, by completing tasks or leveling up. There's also the arena, which has different tournaments, and you can see the completed ones. The dragon that it shows here is the one you get at the end if you complete them all. Um, so I just got the Frozen Wind dragon, and now I'm going to try to get the giant dragon. Then next would be the amethyst dragon, and so on and so forth. And you see that little R next to all those elemental symbols. It means the rarity of the dragon. If it has a C, that means it's common. It's just a normal dragon. The next step up, I think, is rare, like this one is. And then you step up from that to very rare, and very rare has a green shield symbol instead of brown, and it says VR instead of R. And then I believe after that it's epic, and epic is a yellow shield with an E. And then I believe after that it's legendary, and those are purple shields with an L on them. And each step up you go, the dragon's going to have more life and do more damage, just all around be better. They'll have better move sets and things like that. Um, So you progress through these to unlock these dragons, and each time you fight, win or lose, there's a timer that starts, and the timer gets longer as you progress to higher and higher tournaments. It starts out at like 5 minutes, and now it's up to like 2 or 3 hours. So it takes longer and longer between fights. And sometimes it actually like requires a certain type of dragon. So sometimes you can't do the arena for a while because you have to work on, finding that specific dragon that it requires for you to have. I'll show you kind of simple, in the simplest way first. This is the dragon the first dragon I got, and he's actually lower level than a lot of my other dragons. But I just want to kind of show you some things about him. You can see this dragon is fire element. It says habitat there, and that signifies not only what habitats you can put them in, because there are different types of habitats, and you can only put them in those sorts of habitats. See, there's a terra habitat, nature, ice, water, dark, light, metal. I mean, it goes on and on. So, a lot of dragons, though, have multiple elements, so you can put them into any of those habitats. But it doesn't only signify the habitats, it also tells you what kind of move sets they have and what weaknesses and strengths they have. So I know that earth is the first element on this dragon, so he's strong against earth. Earth can't hurt him much. Um, but earth dragons are always weak against war dragons, so if a war dragon comes up, this guy would be in trouble. You can see he's a rare dragon. He's also got the fire and water element, so he has earth, fire, and water moves. And as far as I can tell, the first element listed is the one that their strengths and weaknesses go off of. The other two don't seem to play much of a role, if any at all, in that. So, anyway, kind of gave you a basic overview of, how it works. This is your castle, and this is where you hatch your eggs. So, I've got 2 eggs there. You can see one's got 14 hours. That's an ice dragon. And then this frozen wind dragon that I just won from that previous tournament has about 10.5 hours. So it takes quite a while, especially for the more rare dragons. The best dragon I have right now, or the most rare, is this guy. Just got him from the last event they had. He is an epic dragon. I have no legendaries. This is the only epic I actually have. And he's pretty good, obviously. You see those blank stars there that say rank. You want to get those filled because that makes your dragon even more powerful. You get that by winning fights. So if you take this dragon to a fight and he wins, like, it counts towards that. There, you can see. This dragon needs to win 3 more fights to reach the next rank, so that'll make him stronger. So, if he can win 3 more fights, he'll get 1 star. And then it goes on and on. I'll show you a dragon here that has all stars. So he's got all stars and he's moved up to the silver. So you start out with the bronze looking stars. You can see now he needs 18 more victories. So the higher up you go, the more victories you have to get to move to the next star. Let me show you another guy here. See, he's at silver star. I'm trying to find one with the bronze. Okay, there you go. There's a dragon, the Mad Hatter dragon, or it's called Big Hat Dragon. I guess that was a copyright thing. They didn't want to get sued. But he's got 2 stars, bronze. So he needs 15 more victories to get the 3-star bronze. dragons, and then he'll move up to the silver. And I don't think I have anybody in the gold rank yet, so I'm assuming once you get through silver, it'd move up to gold in a similar way, but probably need a lot more wins with the dragon to get there. So it's really fun though, and really addicting. You're trying to breed dragons to find like the rarest kinds. See, we can breed here. There's like a breeding cave. You can't use your dragons while they're breeding, so you have to always keep that in mind. Um, who should I breed here? We could breed Rocco, the nature metal dragon. He's a dragonfly dragon. Breed him with let's breed him with Fernando, the steampunk dragon. He's fire and metal. See what happens. Who knows? So 9 hours they'll be bred and an egg will come. So about that time this egg will hatch, the frozen wind dragon egg. So I'll have room for him. Let's go ahead and show you some fighting on the game. If you're wondering what this castle looking thing is in the middle, it's just the current event. It's like a Halloween event. And they kind of keep things going, and usually when it's a type of event like this, they'll have it in the middle. The other kind of event that I've seen them have is over here in the area, kind of above to the left. I kind of got it towards the center where the clouds are there. There'll be a new island, and it'll look like a racetrack with an epic looking dragon in the center of it, and it's they have a race. It's kind of a unique thing I've not really seen on other games. You complete tasks like feed your dragon so much, or you get items by feeding your dragons. You get items by collecting gold and fighting other players and different tasks, and you move around the racetrack by completing those tasks, and you have to complete, I think, 4 laps to qualify. And once you qualify, you're in a group with other players. So once you qualify, depending on if you are in first place, second place, and you qualified, you might get a heroic dragon, which is like by far the best dragons in the game, and they're almost impossible to beat. If you run into one in PvP, they're really awesome. I can't wait to get one if I ever do. So anyway, without further ado, let's go check out a league battle. So the league meter, you get 3 fights. Win or lose, it takes away one piece of that, and once all 3 are gone, it has to recharge. And this stays the same regardless of your level, as far as I can tell. And it's around 5.5 hours, I think, 5.5 or 6 hours. So it's quite a while, but you can be doing other things, playing other games, doing stuff in real life, and it'll pass quick. So okay. I was just talking about the heroic dragons and how impossible they are to beat. This is a heroic dragon that I've run into. I have not had any luck with these guys. I mean, you just can't hardly beat them. I mean, you can see I have 7,804 life. He has 14,000, so he has about double the amount of life that I have. I mean, it's crazy. And his attacks do way more damage. He defends against my attacks way better. It's kind of unfair almost how good they really are. So